Hey friends, how you going? My name's Jake and I'm a session guitarist here in London. After my last video, I had quite a few comments about this guitar, and it really made me think about how this guitar always gets a good response whenever I'm working around London. MDs always request it, artists love it, so I wanted to take you through this and show you why I bring this guitar on just about every session. So why a Strat, or a S-type guitar as this is? For the style of music that I play, a Strat covers a lot of ground. Not to mention the fact that I just feel comfortable on a Strat. A Strat was the first real guitar that I played, and at one point during uni, I had 4 Strats and nothing else. So for me, I just feel comfortable on it. It's the industry standard as well. Especially around London, every session player has a Strat, so it's an important part of the toolkit. So why did I go custom and not just get a Fender? I guess I should point out that this guitar is made by Charles Cilia out of Sydney. Now, Charles is an incredible luthier. He's a killer player as well, and he's just a legend. So when I was looking through the Fender catalogue and I can't see anything with the right specs that I wanted, I knew I could call on Charles. He's made me a few guitars before, and I knew he'd come out with something incredible. I'll leave a link to his stuff below. This isn't a sponsored video or anything, but check him out. He's a great small business, and I love to support where I can. The main reason why I went custom is it needed to feel right. So this neck shape is the same neck shape that I have on a few of my other guitars from Charles. And so it feels really natural going between them, and it fits my hand perfectly. I'm so used to it, I love it. The nut width is a little narrower. It's more of that vintage spec. The strings are a little closer together. A lot of the modern Fenders are just a little bit more spread out, but I prefer this. It also has a 7.25 inch radius, so again, that vintage spec. And this guitar is a dream to play. When the frets are done right, the action's low, it feels nice. We have to talk about the color though. Pink? As a session musician, you always have to wear black. It's the default. You're wearing black on every gig. But they don't tell you what color your instrument has to be. So this stands out, and every stage I'm at, people notice it. I'm not the most outgoing person, so having a guitar that's a little bit brighter and maybe a little bit of a statement really helps me stand out, and it really pops on video and in photos as well. I also got Charles to finish this in a really light nitro. It's already aged heaps, there's heaps of checking. There's actually some weird discolorations on it, but I love it for the character. In terms of woods, this guitar has a swamp ash body, flame maple neck. I'm kind of going for that snappy thing. It's very immediate. There's a lot of fundamental to the note, but it's great for cutting through a mix. So for hardware, this thing's got locking tuners, the vintage style. And again, the vintage style 6-screw trem. This one's from Callahan. I've got it floating with 2 springs. I've got a little bit of foam in there to stop all the extra little rattling of the springs. But even floating, I use the trem on this all the time. It's a main part of my playing, and it stays in tune like a dream. When set up well, these things are great. The pickup configuration and the way this thing is wired is where it really comes into its own. So Charles winds his own pickups, so we've got 2 of his single coils here. And then I got him to put a Filtertron in the bridge. A lot of people will go for a humbucker in the bridge, but I went for a Filtertron. I do have to be just a little bit different most of the time. But it actually does bridge the gap somewhere between a humbucker and a single coil. It still has the airy top end of a single coil, but it has a little bit more girth and it can drive a little bit harder. Think Malcolm Young. It can still do the rock thing. It's just a different flavor. I've got humbucker guitars to do the humbucker thing. I don't need my Strat to do it. Under the pickguard, we've got an Illich noiseless system. So that just means that I can use these pickups, which are true single coils, and it gets rid of most of the noise. It doesn't get rid of it all, but it definitely helps when you're playing those dodgy venues with bad power, all that kind of thing. The volume pot is actually a dual concentric volume pot. So the Filtertron actually hits the 500k and the single coils hit the 250k side of the pot, and they both see exactly what they need to see. In the neck and middle position, it actually runs through the 500k pot as well. Typically on a normal Strat, this would run through a 250k. So this gives it a bit more brightness. And I find if I ever do want the traditional sound, I can back the tone off a bit and get that. But it does mean I can get a more hi-fi sound if I want more of that 80s Tyler, LA session sound. It kind of helps with that. It's also just another cool sound. It also has the treble bleed on the volume as well for both pots. So when I back down the volume, I don't lose top end. Well, thanks for hanging out and joining me. I hope this has answered some questions about this guitar, why I love playing it, why I bring it on all my sessions, and why it's seemingly a fan favorite around town. If you've got any more questions, just hit me up in the comments below. I'm usually reading them. So yeah, until next time, cheers.